Hi, this is Abby again for Site 215 for another Icebreaker, the last one. For if I had to design a school for children, um, I'm not really sure what I would call it. I have some vague ideas about what I'd want to do if money was no object, but I don't know how well it would fly um, with most people. First of all, I would want anthropology to be a big basis, understanding other cultures and other people, and not judging people or hating them because they're different. It would definitely be pro LGBTQ. Proper sex education and understanding that, if you are different, it's okay, and, support for everyone in the school, straight, gay, trans, whatever. I also like the idea of immersion schools, which are schools where you're immersed starting from preschool in English and another language, like Chinese or Spanish, and your child would grow up immersed in both cultures and grow up to be bilingual, which I think is really important. Most schools in America stomp out whatever languages the students come in with because everyone's supposed to speak English, and then they try to cram it in high school and college when the window shuts around the age of 13 for you to be fluent naturally in another language. So I'd like for my students to be culturally rounded, open to new ideas and cultures, and bilingual. That way they'd have diverse perspectives, multicultural awareness, um, and an understanding that it's okay to be different, which kind of a lot of people I think would not be okay with, but I think it would really help the students in my charge, especially if they are a little bit different. And like I was different, and it gave me problems. I was head of my class, but the students weren't very understanding. Um, but I'd hope that I could create a more open community with less hatred, less violence, and maybe start a revolution and make society change. I would teach girls that you don't have to be a size 0 because that's unhealthy and you should accept your body the way it is. And I teach boys that you don't have to hold everything in. It's okay to express your feelings. It doesn't make you less of a man, it makes you more of one. And I would just want everything in there. Just teach them everything that's wonderful and terrible about the world. Because, I grew up with the same mythology everyone else did, and it destroyed me when I found out that the entire history I'd grown up loving was built on the destruction of an entire race that's still here barely, but has serious problems, and we don't really help them. And I would want athletics to be more about fun, like making every kid run a mile and then being like, okay, you suck if you can't do this. That's not right. It should be, like everyone loved the fun gym days where you had fun while you were playing. That's the best thing. That's what kids should do, and that might make them want to play when they grow up, because that gets lost. And maybe doing a sport or something will help them stay healthy as they grow up. I would want the teachers to be, if they want to be there, I'd want them to be well paid, good benefits. I'd want them to care about the children, really want to encourage them and help them, because those were the teachers that made my life better and gave me hope. And they were the ones who saw that I was different, that I didn't fit in, and they always encouraged me to follow my love of reading and learning because they knew I was able to get out of here and go somewhere completely different. I could follow my dreams and I wouldn't have to be stuck here. So they encouraged me in my love of reading and learning, and everyone knew I was going to college. Every teacher I had growing up knew I was going to go to college. And they supported me, and that really made a difference. Um, what else? I would also change the structure. Instead of having the summer off because you forget everything. What I would do is instead, I would do like the Japanese system, which is shorter days, but 6 days a week. And what was I saying? 6 days a week with shorter days, and instead of like a 2 month summer vacation, you get like 2 weeks. I think that's better because instead of 2 months where, like, it's good for people who need to work to save up for school or something. Maybe make it different for colleges, but for high school and middle school and elementary school, the 2 weeks um would help them retain the information. And also, a lot of these poor kids, they only get their meals at school. What do they do during the summer? This way they wouldn't have to worry about feeding their kids, and um it would give them a better life, I'd hope. I'd also want, good lunch programs. Like, I'd really want money to be no object in this school so it could be the best education possible and just give them everything they deserve. Because I know they say children of the future, but they don't act like it. They don't put the money in. They don't care. They give us cuts. They cut teachers. And it's screwing us all over, and I want that to change. And if I could, that's what I do.